Now we come to our first Spike episode of the season. Let's take a look at Gauntlet of Fire. When Spike's scales suddenly start glowing, it is a sign that a new Dragon Lord is to be chosen, and each dragon must prove their worth by participating in a fierce and dangerous tournament called the Gauntlet of Fire to retrieve a magical scepter. Spike is hesitant to participate, but is motivated to do so when his competitors reveal some devastating plans if they emerge victorious. Episodes focusing on Spike don't have the greatest reputation, with most of them ranging from okay at best to terrible at worst. But it's never too late to turn things around, which is what Joanna Lewis and Christine Sonko set out to do for their first offering for Season 6. And after watching it myself, I honestly have to say that Gauntlet of Fire is not a good Spike episode. It's a great Spike episode. The first praiseworthy aspect of this is of course Spike himself, as this has to be one of the best characterizations he has had yet. And that's really an achievement here, as in just about every episode starring him as the protagonist, his character is written in a decidedly unflattering light. He's either portrayed as jealous, greedy, selfish, or idiotic, and it's often for the sole purpose of making the other characters look good. Fortunately, there's none of that here. Spike is never actually forced to compete in the tournament, but he chooses to do so to protect his closest friends, as his rivals, especially Garble, his old bully from Season 2's Dragon Quest, all plan to rampage against Equestria and ponies if they win. Teaming up with the Dragon Lord's daughter, Princess Ember, who just wants to prove her worth to her disbelieving father, Spike never lets any semblance of pride or arrogance get to him. Instead, he is brave, smart, helpful, and tactical, and even ends up passing some valuable lessons about friendship and leadership onto his new dragon friend. It's taken a long time for the show to really deliver on a Spike-centered episode, but finally they got it right. As for other characters, Princess Ember is a bit of a typical teenage rebel who just wants to show what she's truly capable of despite her tiny size, but she still has a likable personality, and a pretty interesting conflict regarding whether she can or should understand the concept of friendship. There are also some good laughs to be found from Dragon Lord Torch, while Garble is once again the stereotypically arrogant bully that you'll love to hate. Twilight and Rarity are both fine in supporting roles, but aren't really given much to do besides that. However, an early scene featuring Celestia and Luna deserves a special mention. Besides providing some exposition relating to the calling of dragons, their inclusion here doesn't amount to much, but it was nice to see the episode was using them in a way where it wasn't some kind of royal duty or emergency. The tournament itself keeps things exciting and briskly paced, and also provides some much needed world building and exploration into Dragonland and culture. A quick fight scene between Garble, Ember and Spike is particularly fun to watch, and culminates with Garble receiving one of the more humorous comeuppances the show has provided yet.
Now go start your long journey home, and give every dragon you see on the way a hug. Don't tell them why.
Aww, but that'll be super embarrassing.
I command you to do it.
I can't believe this.
What is the meaning of this?
I can't tell you.
As enjoyable as Gauntlet of Fire is, it doesn't feel as abundant in charm as several other episodes, which makes it feel like there's something missing that keeps me from truly loving it. The aforementioned pacing during the tournament in the second act is occasionally brisk to a fault, as it sometimes feels like the episode is on fast forward without stopping to take a breather. After deciding to separate with Spike at one point and go the rest of the distance by herself, Emma's turnaround in the third act feels particularly rushed. Despite these problems, there's still a great amount to enjoy here. Gauntlet of Fire is a consistently engaging episode that is a really excellent showcase for Spike. It's easily one of his best episodes, and with at least 2 more on the way this season, let's hope this level of quality continues and maybe even improves. A gold star score of 8 out of 10 is well deserved.
Agree with him! Just kidding. That's not gonna be my thing.